Here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. You ain't built for a skirt as a nigga can be. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming for ya. It's gonna sound like when I'm coming, like when I'm coming, like when I come for ya. It's gonna sound like here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like that.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday! Excited to have you guys with us. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Gridiron Gang on the Betting News Network, brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. Happy Sunday, everybody. Excited to have you guys with us. Get involved with BetOnline with the QR code right above Mr. Shaggy Betts' head right over there. That is Shaggy Betts. That is Gretzky Betsky. We got just beneath me. And my name is Sweatpan Jesus. Excited to have you guys here. Happy Sunday. Boys, I don't know about you guys, but outside for me, there's a little bit of a crisp in the air. There's a tiny little bit of some crunch in the leaves. We're getting closer and closer to football weather, baby. And we're going to be talking all about it today. I don't know, actually. That's a good question, Gerald. Wonderful question. But yeah, it's okay. Excited to have you guys with us. Boys, how are we doing? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. You said it, man. Fall's in the air. The weather's getting cooler. Going back up to 90 for me here in a couple of days. But fall's approaching. Football's right around the corner. We had some preseason action. It's back, baby. We're so back.
It's still hot as balls over here, so no. Doesn't feel any different.
Arizona is relentless in this regard.
Without fail, the first football Sunday, it finally, the mornings will be like in the 80s.
Finally. And unfortunately for you in Arizona, because of the time change, because until daylight savings happens, I mean, those NFL games are like 9 a.m. for you, buddy, which is it 9 or 10? 10? Okay.
Yeah. 9 a.m. college, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. People like sweared by living on the West Coast, loved the 10 a.m. football games. I did it for 2 months, and I fucking hated every second of it.
11 is great. So anybody on Mountain Time has it made, and it may be the best. Yeah, Yeah,
it's perfect.
Yes,
I like Central. I like noon. Noon's fine.
Noon seems pretty good too.
It's good.
One seems tough.
Yeah, the Eastern starting at 1 is rough,
especially the night game.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Mountain night game is perfection too.
Oh yeah, 6 o'clock.
Yeah. You literally are like wrapping up the game and then just like drunkenly wandering to your bedroom.
Right.
Yeah.
Rather than being like already tucked in, you know.
I don't have any like a negative feeling towards anybody for cracking a beer at 10 a.m. But every single time that I started watching football after we finished the show and I cracked a beer, my fiance looked at me and was like, "It's 10 a.m." And I was like, "Yeah, but there's football on, so like it's okay." Right? Yeah.
First 2 weeks is okay, and then you're just kind of like,
and then you got to be like,
here we go again. Not going to get anything. And the other big
nothing done today.
The other problem is getting ready for Sunday. If you're gonna host or have food at home and stuff, you're either waking up extra early and scrambling to the grocery store with all the other people who are doing the same thing, or you have to plan ahead.
Yeah, 100%. You have to plan ahead. That's the thing. But anyway. Regardless, football's back, baby. We had a huge slate yesterday of preseason games, a couple preseason games today. We're not going to talk too much about the preseason games because they're the preseason. But what we are going to do today is talk all about the AFC East. We've been doing divisional previews on the show the last couple of weeks now that we are getting closer and closer to the season. By the time we get to the season, we're going to go through pretty much every division. Today, AFC East. And of all the divisions we've done so far, gents, this one is the most slobber knocker at the top in comparison to the other ones. I think this division is stacked top to bottom. The last one maybe not so much, but the top three for sure I think all have a chance to do some damage this year. But we'll talk all about this division. As always, guys, if you want to come up on the show and pitch us a play, talk about a particular team or something like that in this division, try to keep it in the AFC East. But if you got something else, feel free to join us. We'll drop the link in the chat. Come and hang out with us. We are going to have our friend Hovey join us as well to do some blind rankings today. We do have BetAlytics in the house too. We got a big show today for you guys. BetAlytics will be joining us in a little while, but you guys are stuck with us for a little bit. Hovey, let us know when you want to come on the show. What we're going to do is, if you're ready to come on now, brother, we can get you on now and do the blind rankings now. But if you want to wait a little bit and do it a little bit later, it's completely up to you. We've got some stuff to get to before that. Anyway, we are going to do fantasy head-to-heads as well. Which is going to be fun. Today, we're going to add a couple new rules into the mix, and I've got a blind rankings for us as well. So actually, let's just go ahead and jump into my blind rankings right now because it gets us into the zone for talking about this division. So for this blind rankings, so do you have the thingy ready? Let's rumble. All right, let's talk about. I'm going to read you guys 9. Do I have 9 or 8? Just look. Double check here. I think I have 9. Yeah. 9? All right, 9. 9 players in the AFC East. So all of these players play in the AFC East. So current players on current rosters in the AFC East. So that's what we're looking at right now. I'm going to read them off chat. Feel free to help these gentlemen out for the blind rankings aspect. Offense and defense. There are no kickers and there are no punters. So that's what you guys get. First up, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. CJ Mosley.
You know,
started off defense.
I want to stack the middle, but I'm. Do we? Maybe 8.
Yeah,
too low.
I was thinking 6, 7, or 8.
That's
do 8.
I don't want to stack the middle either. So,
or you want? Should we cut that down the middle and do 7?
We probably do 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
7 from Gerald, 6 from Prindy. Chat's a little higher on him than you guys are. Obviously a stud linebacker for the Jets.
Yeah.
So you guys go 7?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
7.
So Mosley at 7. That's 6, but that's fine.
Oops. It's still early.
I know. You're good. That's it. That whole mountain time thing, man. We just talked about it. All right. Next up, Tua.
Ooh.
Tua.
I might get in trouble, but like 4, 3?
I'm thinking like.
Well, Allen's got to be 1, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Or what?
Tyreek.
Tyreek or
Over
Allen at one.
Josh Allen,
It's the
I
cheetah.
mean,
the reigning #1 quarterback in fantasy, and has done it like 5 times or 4. I think it's 4 times out of his career.
Who's he
He's the
gonna
first
throw?
or second in
Who's he going to
fantasy.
throw to?
Will
We'll
Shakir.
talk.
I
We'll
hear
talk
you.
about it.
Oh, wait, are we
SPJ, I'll
strictly
tell
go-
you who he's
are we
going to throw
strictly
to.
going
We'll get
into
there.
this season.
We're going into this season. So how they're going to do this season, basically.
Okay.
Hi, Chew.
Then maybe 2. For
For Tua?
No, not for Tua.
Tua.
Not for Tua.
Tua.
Not for Tua. I'm more comfortable with 3 or 4 then.
3 or 4.
If we're talking strictly about this season.
Shaggy has thoughts, but his thoughts are a little jaded, I think.
I mean, well, I'm just thinking. I would put Josh Allen above Tua. I would put Tyreek above Tua. I'd maybe put Sauce Gardner above Tua.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I mean, what?
Defensive.
There's 3 right off the top. So I could
Go
go
5.
I don't want to go 3, but I could go 4 or 5 with 2.
I'm fine with 5. I'm fine with stacking the middle.
Brees Hall as well. Yep. Brees Hall above Tua.
Aaron Rodgers.
Tua. Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
Pop Douglas. That's a good one too. I know Trizzy likes him a lot.
This is just talking about how well they will do too. And I mean, he's going to throw some TDs, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be throwing bombs. He's going to be getting his team a lot of wins. So I
And
think
their
that's
defense,
fair.
their defense is going to be absolute buns this year, so they're going to turn it up on offense.
I'm trying to think of how many defensive guys we need to make sure that we're respecting here, and it's really just Bills and Jets players, right?
There is a player from every team. I'll give you a clue on that too.
Okay, so save 9 for the Patriots guy.
Whoever it is, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
All right, where you guys?
I like
so 2 of 5.
Yeah.
5.
Okay. All right. Number 3, Matthew Judon.
There's our Patriot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm fine with 9, right?
Yeah, I could.
This is a kind of an ass division in a weird way.
I don't want to put him at 8, but yeah, I think 9 works.
Yeah, I don't want to put him at 8 and then are you ever going to be complaining that he's at 9 if there's somebody that's actually worse than him?
No.
Yeah, so leave him at 9.
Oh. Also, respect to Ron for joining us from the links. The Patriots fans in the chat are going bananas that Judon is 9. And to be very honest with you, gentlemen, this is a wild decision that you guys have just made. But whatever, it's your list.
I'll stand by it.
I mean, he was hurt for a lot of last year, but he was great when he played. So just anyway, the Patriots defense was good. We'll talk about it in a little while. But all right, next up, Josh Allen.
1 or 2, right?
Yeah, I would put Tyreek above him. And I'm confident Tyreek's going to be on the list. But I can live with 1.
What if Tyreek is not on the list?
He's gonna be, I swear. He has to.
I would be very surprised if Tyreek's not on the list.
If he puts Waddle on the list and not Tyreek, I'll lose it.
Then Waddle would be number 1.
Oof. Oof. I mean, number 1 celebration in the league.
It's totally true.
Yeah.
So, as V said when we did this on Friday, you have to take what you're dealt. So you have to take whatever's that for sure, rather than trying to come back. So
Outsmart it.
Shags number 1 then.
Sure, we can go number 1.
I think he's still
A little, yeah.
It won't look bad, boys. At the end of it,
and if he does, if they are the best team in the division, it's going to be like a Mahomes level performance of bringing a team without any weapons that high.
Mm-hmm. All right, Garrett Wilson.
4.
I'm
6. Sorry.
I think 6 feels right because we could still get some defensive guys.
Yeah.
We want Hill above him. I'm fine with putting Waddle above him if I have to. So I think this is a safe hydra or like
6
protect your ass move. Yeah.
I like it.
Ramondre Stevenson.
8.
Yeah. See, he should have been 9, but
He's not that bad. But yeah.
yeah, but Juden's better.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
compared to who we're probably gonna get.
Okay. Tyreek Hill.
2.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. That was easy. You guys already kind of talked about where he goes anyway, so fair enough.
Yeah.
Brees Hall.
See, dang.
Who else could he give us?
This would have been nice for Wilson, but I would do 4, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Who can we get though besides him?
Say
I'm fine with Waddle being higher. I'm fine.
Waddle, Mostert.
Wait, we don't have a second Bills player.
Who could it be? Like Kincaid?
Yeah. Nobody on defense anymore. I think we go 3 with Brees Hall.
He was one of the best all-purpose backs in the league
I'm
last year.
fine with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with it.
Okay. All right. That means your number 4 spot is Aaron Rodgers.
Boom. Sweet. I'm
Ooh,
totally
fine
fine
with
with that.
He doesn't believe in vaccines, and I don't believe in him. There you go.
Garrett Wilson at
Fair
6.
enough.
Good call.
Yeah.
Rodgers below Tua.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not bad. I
Not
think
bad.
the Judon hate's a little bit weird, but that makes sense. I mean, the Patriots are a tough team right now, but
Honestly, I would switch. I would switch Hill and Allen personally, but then I would
Mhm.
just move Judon and Stevenson. But that's probably it.
I think the order with what you guys have and when you had them is actually pretty decent. But Judon's tough.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Oh.
Chat, what do you guys think? Switch Judon and Josh Allen.
Jeez.
There you go. Tell me you're a Patriots fan without telling me you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah, I could see June being as high as 7.
Yeah.
Better
At
than
this
us.
point, but
Bumped
you know,
Yeah.
7, knocked the other 2 down. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, since now you guys are in the zone, obviously I tried to bring up players that are going to either have big impacts for all of these teams in this division this year. But let's just look at the division as a whole. So we have, as we mentioned, the top 3. The odds kind of say it. Plus 160 for the Bills. I think they're getting a tiny bit of respect here just because of the fact that they've won this division 4 years in a row. Then you got the Jets, plus 190 directly following them. Aaron Rodgers obviously back, hopefully healthy for an entire season. Upgrades all across this roster as well. We'll talk about that in a second. The Dolphins, plus 200. Very interested in that line. And then the Patriots at the bottom at plus 2,200. So, Jags, I know you wrote about this division. You just dropped it. We're all going to have, obviously, discussions about which team we like, some players and things like that. What's your overall takeaway from this division? What do you like the most looking at it from a big picture perspective?
Well, I mean, you kind of said it. This division has been dominated by 2 teams over the last 15 years. The Bills have won it 4 straight. Before that, the Patriots won it 11 straight games. Miami, in 2008, they got their division title, but New England 5 years straight before that, and then the Jets finally back in 2002. But you said it. This division is very top heavy. I think it's clearly a 3-team race. I kind of think the only for sure thing in this division is that the Patriots will finish last. I kind of have my opinions on where the other 3 will end up, but this division that's been dominated by 1 or 2 teams for so long is finally up in the air. I think it's very exciting. We're going to have some great football out of it.
Bang. All right. Before we all kind of give our takes, we do have our special guest joining us. So chat, get excited because we have our friends We have our friends from BetAlytics joining us, and excited to play this. Been a minute. Let's get into it.
Oh boy, wonder what they're gonna get into today. Back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again.
I gotta stay till I
It's been too long, my man. What's going on, Eugene? How's it going?
What's going on, fellas? How are we?
Good. Welcome to the show. Excited to have you here. Thanks for stopping by. This is Eugene from BetAlytics. As you guys know, if you're new to the program, if you're new to the program, this is Eugene. If you're not new to the program, you guys know who Eugene is. Excited to have you here, man. Thanks for stopping by and talk some football, baby. We're finally here. We finally made it.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry for the delay. My daughter's teething, and I thought she'd make it to her 1 o'clock nap time, but she had to go down early.
Kids make their own schedules at that age, man. They decide when things happen. So no issues at all. You came in at the perfect time. We are talking about the odds for this division right now. I know you have some thoughts as well. Shags was just kind of diving into a couple of things from an overall perspective. What are your thoughts kind of looking at this division from a kind of from a zoomed out perspective? What do you kind of take your takeaways?
From a zoomed out perspective, strictly looking at value here, I'm all over the Dolphins at plus 200. Kind of surprised to see the Bills as the division favorite. Just a lot of question marks right now, especially in their receiver core. I got a couple of rookie notes I could touch base on in a couple minutes there. Jets, yeah, I like them to maybe hit second in the division. The value is not bad. Rodgers, of course, the big question mark there. I do think he bounces back and he has a decent year. I have a season-long prop lined up for him as well. And the Pats are, I guess, where they're supposed to be. So no arguments there.
Unfortunately, yeah. Betsky, Suk, do you guys have any additional thoughts about just the overall odds from this division before we kind of dive into some props and things like that?
I do like the Dolphins at plus 200.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, Jets could be. I feel like there's way more questions about the Jets than the Dolphins.
I think we can all agree, and I think chat agrees with this too, which, we got some Patriots fans in chat, but I think that we can all agree that I feel least inspired to bet the Bills plus 160 in any case in this division. I think we could all talk about the case you could make for the Jets at plus 190. I like the Dolphins at plus 200 too. I feel like that's the bet if you're going to take a bet from an overall perspective in this division. But I think Crutch is right. Gerald's talking about it in the chat. The Bills are a couple injuries away, maybe not even a couple injuries away from being not very good. If you look at their schedule too, they got a tough schedule. Obviously, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, game changer, things like that. But their receiving core is very suspect. Their defense also is a little bit suspect as well. They got a little lucky last year in certain situations. I'm out on this team. I've never really been a big believer in this team regardless, but I think that this is the year that the Jets or the Dolphins finally come out on top and dethrone them as the division champions.
I do like a player prop for the Bills, though. Keon Coleman. I think he's going to have a good season. I was looking at Dalton Kincaid. You can get his receiving yards. I think it was 750 plus minus 130, but you can get the rookie kid. I think he's first round pick. He's 6'4". He's huge, just like Kincaid. You can get his 700.5 yards for plus money, plus 100. I really like that. I saw him catch one pass last night, and at 6'4", this dude stopped on a dime. He's from Florida State. He's huge. He's fast. They drafted him high. I think there's only one receiver in front of him. Third year Shaquille something, but I don't think that's going to be a big impediment to him. I think he's going to have a good season, especially like you guys are saying, there's so many questions. When you have that many questions, your highest drafted player, you're going to test him out. You're going to kick the tires on him. 700 yards. If you look at Gabe Davis, the last 2 years, Gabe Davis played great as a secondary threat for them. And I think Coleman could fit into that role similarly and get well over 700 yards.
Yeah,
Well, Josh Allen has to throw the ball to somebody. Shakir also, his lines are incredibly high in comparison to what we've seen from him the first 2 seasons. He had a great year last year from a perspective of you were behind Diggs and Gabe Davis, but I don't feel very comfortable taking that guy for his props at all in general. So from a Dolphins perspective, since we're all kind of in on the Fins, sounds like, first of all, just taking them at plus 200 to win this division could seem like free cheese by December, because they could be running away from this division. This team was the number 1 team offensively in a lot of statistical categories last year. However, they shit the bed against good teams. I think I don't have the stats in front of me specifically, but against teams that were above 500, they really underperformed from an offensive perspective and from a winning perspective. So their numbers are a little inflated by the fact that they put up a 70 piece on the Broncos. They really just beat the shit out of bad teams. But then when it mattered against good teams, which Shaggy knows because he watched them against the Chiefs, et cetera, they shit the bed. So can they make a step forward this season to be progressive in winning some of those games? If they do, 12 or 13 wins could be very much so on the table for this team with how good they are offensively.
Hey,
from a player
based on Sook's Coleman pick, I absolutely love that one. By the way, I'm sure you noticed over the weekend too, Sook. Like when Allen was on the field, they did not pull Coleman off. So for me, that's a good sign of for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of different props that I was finding looking into different teams in this division, because I think there's an opportunity for a lot of firepower, especially from those 2 middle teams, the Jets and the Dolphins. If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, we could see some firepower from Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, etc.
Is Aaron Rodgers on track to start week 1? Sorry.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
From all accounts, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, follow-up question. Is Mike Williams hurt again?
I believe so.
That's their WR2, right?
Yeah, he went down again, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, I'm looking at it now. He's a lot further than anticipated.
We have
ACL too.
We have an additional joining. He could have just come up on the show at any time because he can press the buttons, but it's all right. I'll just bring him up anyway. He wanted a special intro. Hello, V. What's up, dude? Welcome to the show.
What up, guys? I don't want to interrupt. There's so much good stuff being dropped. Some gets lost in the sauce just because I hopped in late.
It's all good, man. Welcome to the show. Excited to have you here. We're obviously knee deep talking about each team. What is your overall perspective about this division before we kind of dive into some props that we all like specifically? Did you have a thought on a team that you like to win it, or do you have any other thoughts on this from a big picture perspective?
Honestly, we've talked about a few divisions now, but this is one of the ones where I looked at the odds. It just screamed like, don't bet this division, because it seems like even the books don't really know where to put this at. None of these teams are really favored to win this division. The only thing that is favored to happen is the Patriots are favored to finish last, right? Nobody thinks that they're going to win shit this year. Nobody thinks they're going to win probably more than 5 or 6 games. Sorry, Gerald. I don't think Matthew Judon's even going to be a Patriot the way the contract negotiations are going, the way that's looked on the field. I don't think he's even suited up for training camp yet. Am I wrong? But yeah. Either way, I just think that there's no value. I'm not taking a Jets team that has been bad for like 100 years at plus 190. Plus 200 for the Miami Dolphins, maybe because I think the divisional race is most important to them. Obviously, the Bills want that home game, but as we saw last year, the Chiefs will run your shit if you have to go to Arrowhead. If the Dolphins aren't playing in Miami come December, January, they're not going to have a good time, and Tua's not going to play well. It's just the way that the offense is like built. It's the way that these players play and the way that Tua plays. I think they need this division more than anybody else, but I'm not betting anything. The one thing I am doing is taking Garrett Wilson props. I haven't gotten a chance to look at what his touchdown prop is this season, but I am very excited about what this kid is going to bring to the table with Aaron Rodgers. We've talked about it before, what he did with Zach Wilson last season. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I'm having a bit of a day. You can see him not home, but it's Garrett Wilson props this year. It's Garrett Wilson in fantasy this year. We're going to be taking his touchdown prop a whole bunch this year. He is the prototypical Aaron Rodgers as kind of wide receiver. He's got great hands, great footwork. He is explosive off the line, and he is fucking fast. You know who had all of those qualities? A guy named Devontae Adams, and we know what kind of numbers he put up year in and year out with Aaron Rodgers. If Rodgers comes back out as healthy as he was before the start of last season, I think that Garrett Wilson might finish in the top 5 of fantasy, period.
It's 9 for plus 100 V.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm taking that.
So you lobbed me a softball because this is one of the 2 props that I am going to be taking before the start of the season. And it's Garrett Wilson over 88.5 receptions for the season.
Yeah.
I like his I like his yards too, but it's a little higher. I think it's like 1250. But I like the receptions. He had 95 last year with Zach Wilson and Mike White throwing him the football. I don't see a way that number drops. I feel like 100 plus could be very much so on the table for this guy this year if he stays healthy. And as you said, I mean, if Rodgers stays healthy and this connection works, we could see a breakout Garrett Wilson year. But he's been good the first 2 seasons with atrocious quarterback play in New York. So he had over 1,000 yards both seasons. He had 83 and 95 receptions in year 1 and year 2. I don't see a way that he doesn't get close to 100, maybe even soar over 100 this year. The 88.5 receiving yards line at BetOnline is the best line that I found at minus 115. I love that prop. I like the touchdowns too, like you mentioned, but I feel like that he's going to be targeted a lot. As you guys know, as you mentioned, Rodgers, when he gets comfy with somebody, it's more just like, hey, fuck it. Garrett's down there somewhere. I'm just going to chuck it up to him and see what happens. So I love everything you said about Wilson. I'm on the 88.5 receptions. Did any of you guys have any thoughts about Garrett too? I know there's lots of us up here, but did you guys have any thoughts on Garrett as well?
Yeah, I saw the 1150 this morning and I booked it right away. Like, I thought that was super low. I'm all over that one. Just a side note, I don't know if you guys can get exact division order on your book, but I was speaking at a couple this morning. If you guys are into the Dolphins to kind of take the division, as most of you kind of touched on, you can even mix and match 2 and 3 being like Bills and Jets or Jets and Bills, and Pats and 4th for 6 or 7 to 1. Both ways of doing that. So might be a good look as well.
Actually, you're speaking Sook's language because literally every single time we've done division breakdowns, he's had an exact order for us. So you guys are totally in sync on that one.
Yeah, I love that look because that's almost just boosting Dolphins odds for winning the division, and then you're just mix matching your other 2. Because whenever there's a team that's like a lock, especially on the bottom tier here, it makes that decision a lot easier.
It's interesting that anyway, we don't have to talk too much about the Patriots, but it's gonna be look,
they're doing what they have to do though. They're doing what they have to do.
And I mean, Crutch said this in our spaces on Friday, I think, as a fan of the Patriots. Patriots obviously were great for a lot of years. They're definitely in a rebuild phase right now. And he was like, I don't care if we fucking suck because we need to rebuild. Yeah. And I think that that's what they're going to do. You got a new coach in town with Gerard Mayo coming in, taking over for a Hall of Famer, Bill Belichick. You got a rookie quarterback, probably not even going to be starting, probably going to have Jacoby Brissett taking over to start this season, which is he's fine. This team's going to suck. They might be competitive because their defense is really good. But overall, I mean, they're going to be pretty tough to watch. And that might be okay because they get a top 3 pick, maybe even the number 1 overall pick. And then, we're moving forward and they can get, an offensive lineman, or they can get maybe another quarterback if it doesn't work out with May, whatever it may be. But I think that they're appropriately placed at plus 2,200 down at the bottom of this list. And I don't see them winning more than 5 or 6 games at the highest. They might even only win 2 or 3. So,
I want to say one more thing about this Garrett Wilson prop because I am big on this one. Aaron Rodgers made Jordy Nelson look like a top 3 wide receiver when he played with him, right? Garrett Wilson is probably 10 times the receiver Jordy Nelson was already. Not accolades-wise or not accomplishments-wise, but in terms of pure talent. And I am so excited to see these guys play together this season. It just pains me to fucking have to be worried about that field or that turf down at MetLife. Like, that shit is horrendous. It's a brand new stadium. What the fuck are we doing, guys? Not brand new, but you guys know what I mean.
Yeah. How poetic was it that Rodgers didn't play for more than
5 snaps?
The memes that came out, the one where Rodgers coming out, it's like,
So, and it was it the no, it wasn't the first game of the season. It was the first Monday night. No, first game of the season was
It was the
Kansas
very
City.
first game.
Oh, yeah. It was the first. I think it was Monday night. Yeah.
I think it was the first Monday night game. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Well, talking about the Jets, because if Rodgers is healthy, let's assume that Rodgers is fully healthy coming into this season. I mean, he had a complete year off, which some guys at that age, that actually can be kind of beneficial for your body to have a complete year off.
Depends on how much he was hanging up in Sedona and the vortexes and whatnot, but
that's true. It might have helped him out even more, to be honest. I mean, I feel like this team depends upon the success of Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy and he has a Aaron Rodgers type year, the Jets can totally win 13 games. 100%. They have the roster for it. They have the talent on the offensive side. Their defense is actually pretty good as well. I think they're the ones that could surprise the most based upon if Rodgers, and totally depends upon if Rodgers stays healthy. That's my takeaway from looking at the roster as a whole. And I feel like that this team totally linchpins on if Rodgers can play 17 games.
Yeah. And play well, like that he has recovered and
not show his age.
Yep. Because man, when the QBs age out, it happens in like that
drop off is big.
It's crazy.
I do think though that there's got to be something to be said about Robert Saleh in this head coaching position and the way that it's kind of already getting off here with training camp, right? We know Aaron Rodgers wasn't at the mini camps beforehand because of his whole fucking retreats, whatever it was. But even now, like we saw Aaron Rodgers in the was not pregame, but he was like, I just found out that I'm not playing the first 2 preseason games. Like right now, we didn't have a conversation about this. We didn't have anything like this. Now, whether that's a power move from Saleh or whatever the fuck is going on there, it just shows miscommunication. And we're kind of seeing that across the league with other teams too, like the report that came about Eagles QB Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. Same type of issue here. And I've never been a big Robert Saleh guy. I think that defensive coaches don't really win you Super Bowls. They don't. Right, you need an offensive-minded coach, guy who can get creative on the offensive side, and that's something we've never seen from Robert. He's had good offensive weapons. I know that he's been stuck with Zach Wilson in the at quarterback, or guys like Joe Flacco or something White. I can't even remember what his first name was, but
Mike White.
You've had guys like Breece Hall. You've had your Jarrett Wilson. You've had some other weapons here. What are you going to do with them this season? And I think we're going to, be looking at Aaron Rodgers and to make sure he stays healthy and hopefully he plays as well as he did pre-injury. But I'm intrigued to see what the Saleh offense is going to look like with Aaron Rodgers back there because, to me, if he's playing poorly, I think we got to look at the offense and what they're doing just as much because he doesn't seem like the brightest offensive mind. And I think it's going to show because Aaron Rodgers used to playing for better coaches, right? I know Mike McCarthy, I think, is a dog shit coach, but he was still not terrible on the offensive side, right? He was good at developing his QB, and then he played with LaFleur. Now what's Robert Saleh going to do?
Well, you have Nathaniel Hackett, who actually they brought in to be the offensive coordinator for Aaron Rodgers with this offense. And we saw it for 5 snaps last season. And then you didn't get to see Nathaniel Hackett's offense work properly because you had Zach Wilson running it. So I think that there's capabilities for this team to be, and as Chat's kind of saying, because of their defense, if Rodgers can just be good, doesn't even have to be great, but just be good, this team can be very, very good.
Without looking it up, how old is Rodgers?
38.
35.
He's older than me, boys. He is 40.
Oh,
he's 40.
I have no concept of age.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not going to run with the police, bro.
I was going to say 38 or 39.
That's wild. I didn't know that he had turned 40 already. That's insane.
I'm wondering, his birthday is December 2nd, so he will be 41 this season.
Wow. That's nuts. So is he older than Tom Brady then?
No, Brady is 69.
Oh, nice. Permanently 69.
No, Brady's
like
47. Holy shit.
47.
Oh, Jesus.
33.
And he just turned 47 August 3rd. Happy early or late birthday, Tom, if you're watching.
Oh, Tom. Hello, Tom. I'm going to Tom Brady just in the chat was like, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was wild, B.
Huh?
That was wild seeing him walk out with Morgan Wallen. That was
Him and
nutty.
Mike Tyson, right? Holy shit.
Crazy,
I'm
dude.
here for this. Brady and I go way back.
I bet, Brindy.
I
Back
bet.
to the MySpace days, eh? All right, I have a prop.
Yeah, I had some pretty good rookies this year too. Malachi Corley,
Mm-hmm.
Willie Allen, Agent Zero. Like, I don't know. I think they're going to give him some help in the backfield there too to support Rodgers.
100%. And again, their defense is nasty. Quinnen Williams, CJ Mosley, Sauce Gardner is, I think, the best corner in football. And so that defense kept them in games last year, and with a good offense that can actually move the football, things could get spicy up in New York. Gerald, just to answer your original question, if you like the Patriots to win more games than the Titans, just take their over 4.5 wins. That'll do it. It's the lowest on the fucking board, baby. So, what can go wrong? So I have a play from the Dolphins perspective. So let me swing back to talking about the Fins. It's very chalky, but it needs to be mentioned because, chat, if you guys like season-long bets, I think of all the ones we've talked about so far, this is my favorite, and I also feel like that this is going to be something that you guys can get behind. I really like Tyreek Hill over 98.5 receptions. It's minus 115. Again, it's chalky. But Tyreek Hill, since joining the Dolphins, has had 2 back-to-back 119 reception seasons. He was an All-Pro last year. His last season in Kansas City, as Shags knows, he had 111 catches that season. He's gone over 100 in 3 straight years. Yes, he's 30, but I don't see him slowing down this year. No idea why this is a 98.5 receptions line. If he stays healthy, I think we're looking at another 115-plus reception season from Tyreek, maybe 1,700 yards, which he's done in back-to-back seasons as well for the Dolphins. Best touchdown season he had last year. I don't think that's going to stop, but I love the 98.5 receptions line. I think that line feels free. If he stays healthy, he could have 100 by week 14, 15, something like that. So thoughts on Tyreek as a whole, thoughts on any other angles in the Dolphin side of things, or just overall, what do you guys think?
I was shocked to see Tyreek at 1375 for the season receiving yards. Insane. I don't know if they know something I don't, but that's close to 400 below his past 2 seasons. Obviously, he's not only the number one, but Tua seems to have his eyes locked on the guy at all times. So that's an easy one for me. I'll definitely book that receptions one too. I didn't even know it was under 100.
I was surprised just based on what he's done. I mean, again, I'm not expecting it. This is always the caveat baked into these props. Sure, they could get hurt. Then you're fucked, right? That is how it goes. But even if Tyreek gets a little banged up, I think 100's on the table. He's had, again, 119 in 2 straight seasons. The consistency's been there. And as you said, Eugene, I don't see a way that he doesn't, with his yak ability, flirt with 1,500 receiving yards again. So I love anything Reek this year. Obviously, also just voted the number 1 player in football by the players. So that's got to be nice for his already pretty big ego walking into this season. What do you guys think about Reek? Any other thoughts on some other Dolphin stuff?
Yeah, I like this SPJ. I was going to say that, yes, obviously we're always afraid when we're taking a season-long prop for injuries and things like that for any player. But Tyreek is not really the kind of guy where he's got a history of injuries where we're kind of concerned about that, right? Where we're like, he's coming into the season hurt or any kind of issues like that, right? Like we could be just as worried for a guy like Tua if he gets hurt because he has gotten hurt before. He's suffered concussions and things like that that have kept him out for multiple weeks at a time. But again, this Dolphins offense is very high powered. The way that Mike McDaniels, right? Yeah, Mike McDaniels has been running it has been fucking electric over the last year. We watched the things that Tyreek was doing. We were watching him. Hopefully he's going to break that receiving record. He didn't get there, but I don't see why it's not on the table. The receiving core hasn't really changed. Yes, Jalen Waddle's gotten better, but if anything, that should just lower the amount of double coverages and the kind of like coverages that Tyreek is going to see. I love Waddle in this offense too. I think there's plenty to go around with the way that like this team is on the offensive side of the ball, how often they're on the offensive side of the ball, and with the big playability from every single position on this offense. But I love Tyreek. I agree with Eugene. I think the 100 receptions is probably going to be free. And to have him around 400 less than what he's been putting up already, how are we not taking that line? He's a guy that puts up 200, 250 yards sometimes in multiple weeks during the season.
Go, Sick.
I was just going to say, back to kind of what Eugene was saying about division exact order. So happy you brought that up. I've been bothering these guys with it for a couple of weeks. And this goes to Gerald and Crutch. If you don't believe in the Bills and you think the Bills are kind of one or two players from falling apart, but you like the Dolphins, if you take Dolphins to finish first, Jets to finish second, New England third, Bills fourth, that's plus 2,500.
Bills forward, bro. It was like, fuck it.
That's just for Crutch and Gerald. If you think they're gonna that close to falling apart, that bet is right there for you.
I mean, the Bills are that close to falling apart, in my opinion, too. They don't have the skill players on offense that they're used to, and their defense just fell way off compared to last season. Tre'Davious White, gone. Leonard Floyd, gone. Jordan Poyer, gone, and stayed in the division. Jordan Poyer signed with Miami now, also signed Calais Campbell on the defensive line. So I like the Dolphins defense to be a step up from last season. We know how good their offense is. All we've done is talk about how good their offense is, but I think their defense is much better than it is last season. In my opinion, the Dolphins got better and everyone in this division got worse. So that's why I like the Dolphins to win it.
Nice. Yeah, you can flip the order a little bit, but Crutch is kind of speaking the language you're talking about, Sick. I think overall, from an odds perspective, looking at this division as a whole, I think the Jets and the Dolphins, either one of those bets at plus 190 and plus 200 feels very comfy for the value. Because you're getting basically a lotto leg or a plus 200 snipe for either one of these teams to win the division. And I'd be very surprised if neither one of them does, just from like a overall perspective. Guys, question about Dalton Kincaid. I didn't dive super deep into Kincaid. Obviously has an opportunity to be one of the best receiving options for Josh Allen this year. One of the best tight ends fantasy-wise last season. A little bit of a breakout. You guys got any thoughts on Kincaid from Ron in the chat?
I drafted him in one of my dynasty leagues last season.
This guy fucks.
And had, like, tore to the ground and like rebuilding. And I am very excited about what he can do this season. And there's a lot of rationale to think he could be top 2 tight end in fantasy this year because of all the targets he could potentially get. The playoff game against the Steelers his performance was just dominant. And if that's what he's getting into this season, it's going to be something special. I remember their GM had some sort of comment when they drafted him in 2023 about how they're going to make the entire league pay for not picking this kid before the Bills could get their hands on him. So this coach speak I get, or GM speak rather, but yeah, if everything is being engineered to go through Kincaid, he could be a sneaky good fantasy player, and all of his future props would probably be something that you would want to consider. But
yeah, I am big on this. And I will say that if you haven't been scoping Betsy's like fantasy write-ups on Betting News, you guys are missing out. SPJ, great chess move by you, making him give us all his draft strategies before the draft. That was fantastic. I love it.
I have some ideas sometimes.
Yep, I know exactly what he's going to do come draft day. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But I agree with everything Betsy just said. I'm huge on Kincaid this year. Not only is he going to be the centerpiece of this offense, but like Shaggy said, they lost all skill players. No Diggs. Bunch of defensive guys are gone. They're going to be passing the ball a lot this season. They don't have any help at the running back position. And I just think that this is what we're going to see what the fuck Josh Allen is really, really made of, right? And I love the rookie that they brought in. He's fast. He's fun. He's got good hands. But I just think that Kincaid, the things that Betsy said, the GM literally said that we are going to make the league fucking pay for this. Not just that, but we saw guys like Trey McBride thrive in Arizona, right? We saw guys like Sam Laporta thrive in Detroit. Kincaid was better than both of those guys in college. But he was also then drafted into a position where he was behind Stephon Diggs. He was behind Gabe Davis, behind a bunch of other people, even Dawson Knox, right?
Yeah.
There are other people on that offense, but the Bills know what they have here. There's a reason that they're also kind of ready to move off of Stephon Diggs and move past him and now move in a youthful direction, right? I think that Kincaid is going to be a big part of this offense. I love the receptions too over the receiving yards just because he is a a very at the line of scrimmage kind of release valve, like we've talked about with tight ends so much. He is that guy for Josh Allen. I think that this season we're really going to see that connection kind of thrive, and I am all the way in on Kincaid.
There was a point last year when I was doing Laporta receptions for like the first 5 weeks as a prop in the parlays and as a straight on top of it, and it was cash for weeks on end until they made adjustments and raised it. I'm going to be doing that with Kincaid at the beginning of the season. I mean, I'm sure his receptions are going to be low going into the season on a game-to-game basis. It's 77.5 for the whole season, which I like too. But yeah, that is going to be like this prop that I just hammer until they adjust.
Shags, I saw you kind of shake your head about the receptions. Did you have a thought about that too? The over 77.5 that Besky just mentioned?
I definitely prefer the receptions over the yards to Kincaid. If you're picking between the two, I think he's just a set of surefire hands, not necessarily the deep threat that Dawson Knox sometimes was. So, not as much as a streaky tight end, more a guy that, sits down 7-10 yards in. So I would definitely lean the receptions over the yards with Kincaid.
I like the touchdowns too, over 5.5. That seems nice as well for the season long perspective. Yeah, big red zone guy.
He had 73 receptions last season.
Yeah, and that was with Diggs and Davis there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not to talk about Keon Coleman again, but his 5 TDs is plus 100. Gabe Davis had 7 TDs the last 2 seasons. I like Keon Coleman, boys.
Josh Allen's going to throw touchdowns, boys. Like, I understand that he lost skill position receivers, but like his arm didn't fall off, right?
And you're telling me his 2 top targets are 6'4" monsters? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I want to know. Thanks, Evan. Respectfully, thank you very much. Tell us why you think we're wrong. Drop it in the chat. Why you think we're bozos and that we're not ranking this team high enough. I don't sit and watch snap by snap this Bills team a lot. However, I have seen a lot of Bills games, and I don't think we've said anything that's incredibly outlandish, but apparently Evan thinks so. So drop it in the chat why we're bozos.
I do believe in the Bills and Josh Allen. I will say that. Like, I didn't say too much on them, but I do believe in this team. So I still think they are the best team in the division just because they've got the best quarterback in the division. And I think that's huge when it comes down to it, especially when it comes down to playoff time. Like, you giving me this Bills team at Arrowhead in January, or are you taking the Miami Dolphins at Arrowhead in January, right?
Neither.
My concern, yeah, the Chiefs.
I know that. You got to pick one to get within 6 points. Which one are you taking? All right.
I'm not concerned about this team offensively. I'm concerned about this team defensively. I think that their defense has taken a step back, and I think that is where they might struggle a little bit. So that's my concern from that perspective. Eugene, did you have any thoughts on the Bills as a whole? I know you've been diving into some rookies and things like that. Did you got any thoughts on the Bills?
Yeah, first off, agree with V and Betsky all over Kincaid. I know you guys are trying to decide between receptions, yards, and touchdowns. I took all 3.
Bang, there you go.
Yeah, other than what I already touched on, and same with Sook on Coleman, another rookie that kind of stood out to me a little bit, Ray Davis. He's projected to finish top 5 in rookies in rushing. Just the production itself, I guess, is going to be a little bit questionable because James Cook's pretty fresh and is coming off a pretty fantastic season. He's obviously still the lead back there, but I think Davis is a good handcuff there.
Absolutely. Speaking of Cook, I'm glad you mentioned that because James Cook also is incredibly a big weapon out of the backfield for Josh Allen as a receiver. His over 40.5 receptions was also very interesting because, as we've talked about, Josh Allen's got to throw the ball somewhere. So I like that as well, or even his receiving yards too. So overall, I just think that this team at the top 3 in comparison has the most question marks. Could they still be great because of what they've done previously? Absolutely. But they have a lot of new pieces in coming into this situation, especially on the defensive end, but also offensively. So lots of question marks. But
Miami was one win away from winning the division.
I know. I didn't realize
it came down to the wire.
Beat the Bills in week 18. Yeah, they lost.
Just remember, it's not like Stephon Diggs was on this team last year either.
so out on Diggs this year, man. I'm so out on him
Did
for
you
the
see him
Texans.
fucking yelling, giving a lecture to
Already.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Holy! We talked
Already.
about this last week. I was like, this is the one thing. He's going to be in the locker room doing this bullshit that he did. And it took one drive. One drive.
One preseason drive, not even a regular season drive. All right. You guys got anything else to say about this division as a whole? Any other props you want to mention? Any other sides, totals, anything like that as an overarching perspective from this division before we move on and play some fantasy head-to-heads and send people off for this beautiful Sunday? Anything else?
Garrett Wilson and Dalton Kincaid. Those are the two guys that you should take away from this in terms of props.
And
That feels about right. I think that's probably the most consensus.
All we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Tyreek was my third. I'm literally at the exact same three written down. That's my
Boom.
points today.
Well, we're either going to look like incredible AFC East whisperers chaps, or we're going to look very, very stupid. But hey, at least we're doing it together. It makes sense. All right, chat. Let us know what you guys think about this division as well. Hope you've enjoyed us breaking down the AFC East. And hopefully things work out and we're all kind of on the same page. We'll find out. Let's Hobie, whenever you want to join us, brother, we're happy to have you up here for your blind rankings portion of the show. Otherwise, let's do some fantasy head-to-heads with you guys. Eugene, you've never done this with us, so this is fun. It'll be fun to I'm ready when you are. All right, let's drop the link to Hobie. We'll get Hobie up here. Let me just drop it in the chat, actually. I'll just drop it for you here, buddy. Join us, and then you can give us your blind rankings, and then we'll do a fantasy head-to-head, and then we will get us out of here to enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Also, drop who you guys would like us to talk about next Sunday. We've got a lot of divisions left to do. We have the AFC West we could do. We have the NFC South, which could be fun. We have the NFC North as well that we haven't talked about yet. So drop what you guys want us to talk about next week. I feel like the NFC North could be fun, but we'll see. There's the link for you, Hobie.
McCarthy performance.
Yeah, absolutely. Just lit it up, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely lit it up. Yeah, this is true. We don't even need to talk about it too much. What we will do for fantasy head-to-head is we will do 2 sessions, one also against chat, so stick around. The first one will be Eugene versus chat. And Eugene doesn't even know what that means, but he'll know in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get Hobie up here. Suki, you ready for the blind rankings graphic and everything we got rolling, or the page? Good to go. All right, Hobie, here we go. What's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome to the show.
What up? What up? How are we?
Good. Look at our little tiny faces on the side of the screen.
Rigged coin.
We don't even need the coin yet, but the rigged coin will be out very soon. Hobie, all right, what are we ranking today, brother?
People born in New York.
Yeah.
I made Suck do a test run the other day. That man failed tremendously. So I got a whole new.
Ice Spice at 1 literally almost made me throw up. So yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. Well then, is it this just athletes or total?
Everything. Athletes,
Everything.
actors, music, everything.
Okay. All right.
Scientists? Are we like into like
No, I didn't want to throw curveballs and put like
anything entertainment wise? So we don't need to worry about like JD Rockefeller.
No.
Okay.
I kept all politicians and all that crap out. We're
Okay.
So there's
all alive, or do we have people that have passed as well?
people that passed as well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's get to it.
All right, so there's 10 people that we're gonna go. We're gonna start off. Number 1 is going to be Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh wow.
3 or 4.
7.
3 or 4.
7.
What?
7?
He said,
Boys.
Seinfeld.
Boys. There's so many people born in New York that are going to be on this list.
But he's iconic. Like it's Seinfeld. It was all in New York. Everything. You know, like
5.
Okay, I'm fine with stacking the middle.
5.
I'm fine with
Yeah, 5's good.
5.
5 is okay.
Shaq.
No, I spice the number 1 again.
5 works. I would have put him 4, but 5 works.
We can do 4. Let's just. I think settling in the middle is fine for Seinfeld.
4 or 5.
I mean,
He's up there.
let's do 5. Let's go 5.
It's SEI.
Yeah.
SEI. SEI.
Oops.
If it was Larry David, it'd be up a couple more notches.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but he's kind of like now representing LA too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, right?
Mhm.
I don't think
Seinfeld's New York through and through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Hope, who we got next?
The dad sneakers.
Next is Whoopi Goldberg.
Ugh. 8, 9,
10.
10.
10.
I'm fine with
Pretty
putting
low
it
for me,
10,
yeah.
Let's
I'm
all
fine
right,
with
right,
that.
hang on. Let's go 9 just in case we get Ice Spice.
Just in case.
Okay, yeah.
I'm okay with- like those are both
Is
interchangeable.
Ice Spice more relevant than Whoopi right now, though?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I would much rather sit down and have a coffee with Whoopi Goldberg than fucking Ice Spice,
True.
respectfully.
True. Yeah, that's a good. Would you do comedians in cars with the person?
I guess we'll have to.
Loop Jerry back in.
V disagrees, but for different reasons. We can move
Yeah,
on
I
from that.
disagree for different reasons.
All right, who we got next?
Next is Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Who?
But so wait, are we? Because nobody thinks of him being a New York guy.
But it doesn't have to be. It's not represented. It's just like top.
They were just born there.
Born
in-
Yeah.
All that's
If they're born.
I think
I think
2 or
2.
3 with the way he's affected all of us. We've all listened to his music. You know.
3.
3.
I could get down with 3.
I can get down with 3.
I just don't know who else might be on this list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's safe.
Are we all good with 3?
Yeah,
I'm with Reggie for
making him like number
Can
1.
be a
I feel a little
big
bit
Billy Joel guy, eh?
Yeah. Well, Billy Joel would be. We're saving the 10 spot for him.
No, he'd certainly be one. You're right.
I hope he's not on this list because it's gonna start a war.
No, I didn't.
Oh my
I didn't.
God.
I didn't. I didn't
I'm
repeat
totally
anyone.
willing to give him the respect he deserves. I just
I
don't
didn't
personally like
repeat
him.
anyone from Sucks list. So
Oh.
everyone.
Oh, okay. No
Yeah.
recycles. Prindy, it's funny real quick before you move on. Prindy, if you weren't really following the channel at this point, but last summer, Betsky showed us that his vehement hatred of Billy Joel, and it was one of the best episodes we had. And then it turned him and Phil Collins.
I like
Stray
Billy
of
Joel
all
more than
time.
Phil Collins.
Of all time, man. We weren't even talking about Phil.
The strays were
I
caught.
like some Billy Joel songs, but the ones that sound like they're from musicals just are so grating to me.
Let's move past this. We talked about it way too many times. All right, go, Hobie. I hate to bring up stats wounds.
Next is Alex Rodriguez.
7.
Yeah, 7, 8.
Yeah.
I like 7 space.
I'm down for 7. A Rod.
Yeah, sure.
To not stack the middle.
guy.
Okay. Next is Jon Stewart.
Ooh.
4.
I
Four.
put him below Jerry Seinfeld.
I was gonna
6.
say that too,
He's done a lot for the firefighters and stuff.
but like 6 seemed low. I was gonna think maybe 4.
4.
Yeah, like
I like 4.
Iconics. Jerry is trash.
Are you guys down with 4? I think 4 or 6 is fair.
Let's do
Either
4.
way.
Yeah, Chad agrees. Rusty says too. His philanthropic work is huge.
Yeah.
English is hard.
We're gonna go Biggie Smalls.
Ooh.
Oh, I gotta go 1 or my wife will divorce me.
I was gonna say it's gotta be 1 or 2 because like
Should we go
Everything-
2 and just
I think
leave
two
1
is-
open?
Yeah,
Yeah.
leave one
Yeah, I
open.
was thinking that too.
I don't know. He might give us Ice Spice at 1.
we gotta save the number 1 spot.
All right. Well, hang on. Let's talk about this. I'd be down to put Biggie at 1 and
I
just
would
live
too.
with the
I would be down
consequences.
for Biggie at 1.
Yeah.
Didn't you like also potentially? I don't know. It was Sinatra born in New York. Like, what if we? Get
I'd be
Frank
okay with Sinatra under Biggie. That's fine.
Sinatra from New York or New Jersey?
I don't know, and I'm not going to
Yeah,
look
just-
at I'm not a
we-
cheater.
Those kind of
I think with what we have now, with not knowing what comes, I think we'd all be okay with Biggie being 1, right?
I'll give you guys a hint. There's one more music artist on this list.
It's gonna be Jay-Z for sure.
Okay, do
Biggie's a
Biggie
safe
too.
one.
Just because Hovey hates him, that's why I'm thinking Jay-Z's on the list.
Jay-Z was on Such list.
We could leave him at 2 and just kind of live with whatever comes and hope we get someone higher.
Yeah,
He's from.
how's that crazy, Gerald?
Yeah,
For the
I
content.
feel like there's like true like Rushmore icons that potentially could come, and yeah, I think we'll just have to live with that consequences.
All right,
All right.
I like 2 through 5 right now, though. I feel comfortable with 2 through 5, guys.
Yeah.
Same.
So
We need some. All right.
Next is Ray Rice.
Oh,
Oh, 10.
yeah,
10.
Yeah. Good job saving the 10 spot, boys.
Yeah.
good job, team. Good job, team.
Yeah, well done. We did get there.
Good.
Ray Rice, yeah.
That's off the Whoopi. Hats off to Whoopi.
Did you see that person that was wearing the Ray Rice jersey at her
sorority thing?
Sorority event? Like, what is that?
Yikes. Welcome to the South. All right, next up.
Next is Joakim Noah.
Oh.
8?
Yeah.
Yep.
8.
I'm starting to regret not putting Big E at 1, boys.
No, I think we're okay. I think we're going to get somebody big here.
Yeah, I think we're all right.
I would have put Noah 6th.
Next,
No.
Really?
I love Joakim Noah.
Over A-Rod, though? That would look funky, dude.
was a hooper.
Yeah.
next is Lady Gaga.
6?
6? Oh.
We're
Oh,
leaving
no.
ourselves up to.
Oh, no.
I have no clue what's happening
Oh,
here.
All right, we're at Hovey's
Nice.
mercy.
Nice.
Ready? Number 1 on people born in New York. NZ, Walmart Mac Miller.
This is the best list we've ever done, guys.
Let's go.
Wow.
Oh, wow. What a bang, Hobie.
Clip it.
Holy.
That's great.
Clip it. Ship it. NZ.
Wow.
Let's go.
Boom.
Could not have been any better. Holy shit. He's going to love seeing that recording a little bit later.
I can't wait for him to be like, I was actually born in Connecticut.
I know, right?
Goes off three-pointer. Bang!
Boom.
It's good. Wins the game at the buzzer.
That was fantastic, Hobie.
Yeah.
That would have
Let's
looked gross
go.
if NZ was 10 and Ray Rice was 9.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
That would have been
imagine?
nasty. Yeah, that would have been nasty work. Well, good stuff. Hobie, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate that. Chat, if you guys like that, obviously you've been noticing that we've been doing blind rankings with you guys. If you have a blind ranking you want to do on the screen, as Hobie just did, please send it to me on Twitter or send it to us at Your Betting News on Twitter. Or send it to Sook. Send it to one of us, and we'll figure it out. But we appreciate you tapping in. I know this is your division, so I'll give you like a quick little second to talk about what you think about this division before we go into some fantasy head-to-heads. What do you think about the Jets? What are your thoughts on some player props? What do you like?
Josh Allen MVP and Brees Hall to lead the league in rushing and receiving touchdowns.
Ooh.
I thought that Josh Allen MVP ticket was a mush play, but then you said Brees Hall right after that. And I guess, no, serious.
Not yet.
Serious business.
Josh Allen's winning MVP this year.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
So you don't think that the Jets? You think the Bills are winning the division again? Then I would assume.
Yeah. Bills are winning the division.
Damn.
That'd be 6
All right.
straight, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, 5 straight. They've won it 4 times in a row. All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us as always. Excited to have you play in our chat fantasy league. Oh no, you're not doing fantasy this year.
Yeah,
So
I'm not doing fantasy at all.
respectfully, you'll be here with us every single week though, telling us which players they should take. So that makes sense.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for the time. Thanks for the blind rankings. Have a kick-ass Sunday.
As always, deuces.
As always.
Yeah.
Deuces. Appreciate you. All right, let's tap it off. Great stuff. As I said, guys, if you want to get involved and do blind rankings, we'd love to have you on the show. Feel free anytime, any place, drop it in, and then we will bring you up on the show throughout the week, whichever you guys want to join us. If you've already done one and you want to do another one, there is no rules, so please join us. All right, guys, let's do a fantasy head-to-head. As I said, we'll do 2 today. We will have the first one. Chat, get ready. It's going to be you guys against the BetAlytics machine, against Eugene. So, Eugene, the way this works is you're going to have a fantasy lineup that you have to fill out. It's a snake draft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off a team, and you have to pick a player from that team to fill out your lineup. Now, the chat will then also pick a player from that team, and then it will go the opposite direction back through. So then chat will pick first, and you'll pick the second spot, and then it goes back that direction. Kind of get what you're doing?
Yeah.
Beauty. Coin is rigged. I've got a new coin, chat, so you guys can see. It's a nickel right here. Heads, tails. Chat, you guys decide this time. Do you want to be heads or do you want to be tails?
We're going with the first response.
Fields rushing yards. So that means that it's a landing in the middle. Heads or tails?
Technically, Fields rushing yards would be tails, right? Because it's his legs.
Tails.
They want tails.
Tails.
They want
Tails never fails. It is heads. You can't call it rigged.
Have we ever
Eugene, you will
had
go first.
Still?
We have once,
Once, right? Like,
one time. So
law
we
of
also
averages. says that's impossible.
All right. This also, as you guys can see, we've added a spot because chat, you guys asked for a bench spot. So instead of a bench spot, you get an additional flex spot. So now there is 9 positions that you have to fill in. So let's get to it. Chat
Needed to complain to get a win. I see, huh?
Absolutely. Eugene, good luck. Chat, good luck. Chat, first up, the Browns. The Browns. Chad, who you taking from the Browns? Defense? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Defense, not bad. Chubb.
Chubb.
Doesn't even know if he's going to be healthy or not, playing full minutes, but we'll see. Nah, Chubb is trash. Okay, interesting. Oh, you guys did lose the coin toss. I'm an idiot. But regardless, I don't think Eugene's that mad about it. Sorry. My bad. So see, I'm rigging it for you guys this time. There you go. Defense or Chubb? Come on, chat. Let us know. Defense or Chubb? Sounds weird to say it like that.
Defense against the Chubb.
Yeah. I'm the only one playing. No, you're not, Iconics. There's other people here. Chubb.
Flip a coin again.
Fuck yeah, seriously. Different coin. Go back to the rigged coin. Oh shit, I dropped it. Oh, heads again. All right, chat, you're taking Chubb.
We're giving you Chubb.
You guys are not. Oh, D. Oh, actually, we're getting more D, so just give him
All right,
defense. All right, Eugene, who you taking on the Browns? And this is for This is a fantasy, obviously, so not you know. Yeah.
You know what? Let's go Deshaun Watson.
Wow. Okay. Believing in Deshaun. Big bounce back potential.
Yeah.
All right.
The team's in his hands pretty much.
He's been gooning all season apparently, or all off season. So I think he may be ready.
Yeah.
He's ready to go.
Shout out to Colby.
Using the new word.
Oh my god.
All right, circling back. So Eugene, you're first this time. The Falcons.
Falcons. Okay, give me Bijan. Walking a running back.
Okay, RB2. Chat, Falcons. Young Hoku kicker. Nice. Chat, Falcons. Who you taking?
You like that, chat? You like that?
London.
Can't take Bijan.
London. No Pitts love. Don't blame you.
I think Pitt's gonna be really good this year.
Can't yet.
That is a true. You got to just pray. Take him.
Right.
You're hoping.
We got one Kyle Pitts from Crutch.
I like him.
Yeah, maybe. I fell into the trap last year, so I'm salty about it.
Same.
If you look at Cousins' success with his tight ends in his previous stops,
I know, but
yeah.
I'll believe when I see it.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not doing it again.
All right, London from chat. All right, chat. Here you go. The Bills. We just talked about them. Oh, I forgot to say that there will be a team from the AFC. All 4 teams in the AFC East will be represented in this. So you'll have. There's the first one, the Bills.
I mean, there's only one answer, right?
You know it, chat.
Yeah,
Joycey.
Yeah.
Joycey. Only got one vote, but I feel like chat can agree on that.
I will veto anything that comes up.
Let's go, Crutch.
Way.
Go,
Keon
Crutch.
Coleman. Well, Eugene gets the chance to take anybody that he wants. Now, do you want Coleman, Eugene, or are you going to go a different direction?
Put him in a flex.
Honestly, that would have been a good strategy.
Yeah.
Not taking one, knowing you could get Tua or Rodgers.
True, yeah.
Okay, let's put him in flex. Coleman.
Let's go.
Cheeky. Okay.
Sleeper pick.
All right. Eugene, the Titans.
I'm not the biggest Ridley fan, to be honest.
Pollard flex.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Or your other guy. What's his name? I always forget
Spears.
his name. Yeah.
You're gonna learn his name this year, baby. I'm gonna be saying it a lot.
Okay, let's go Ridley in the flex.
Okay. I think he's gonna be awesome, but I'm biased. Chat, we want D Hop. Chat wants D Hop from Prindy. Can we get a couple more answers? And then we will see what we're looking at.
I said Spears.
D Hop.
No Pollard love either.
He looked really good yesterday in our preseason game, but it's a preseason game, so.
Right. D Hop in the flex.
Ma Martinez probably. We'll see. I'll have some other ones. D Hops. I think we're getting more D Hops. So D Hop in the flex. All right. Okay, chat. The Dolphins.
Ooh.
I mean,
It's yeah.
yeah.
Reek.
You better. You better.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's obvious.
Reek. Okay. Now, Eugene, where are you going?
Argue with the wall.
Let's go. I'm loving the committee. Even they added this new rookie Jalen Wright in there too. So let's go Dolphins D here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Interesting.
Okay.
All right.
I
I forgot to mention this when we were talking about the division, but Raheem Mostert had 18 touchdowns last year. And I know that A-Chain is back and should play more this year, but he still played 11 games last year. Raheem Mostert's touchdown line is 7.5.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wild. For plus money. Could be a trap or could be just absolutely free.
He's kind of older too, right?
Yeah.
He had 3 the year before, so it's a weird line. But I thought it was funky. Anyway, we can move on.
Too, so this could be the year they kind of morph
That's the torch.
in exactly.
Yeah, we'll see. I just thought it was wild that it was, his line was not even half of what he had last year, not even close. Okay. Eugene, you go first this time. The Niners.
Okay, McCaffrey, lock him in. RB1.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Chat, you got choices to make here now.
Let's say you're gonna go Kittle.
Kittle, you could go Debo at the flex.
Well, flex Debo or Ayuk, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I'd probably take Kittle.
Debo flex, Kittle. Got 2 answers.
Jets and Patriots are both coming.
Yeah.
And
you gotta go Kittle.
And you should fill that tight end spot. No,
Yeah. I don't even know who the tight ends are on either of those.
Kittle.
Went on the
Kittle.
Jets.
Kittle.
Patriots is Hunter Henry. So, yeah.
Yeah, he was actually all right last year.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
He was not bad. Okay. It was pretty decent. And he had Mac Jones throwing him the football. So, all right, chat. The Patriots.
There you go. Stevenson. That's easy.
Got to be Stevenson, right?
Gotta be.
Are you serious?
No questions.
Ramondre RB2, Stevenson, yeah. Ramondre RB2. Okay.
Hell, you
Douglas Flex 2 is not a bad choice either, but Stevenson did get the more votes. So, Eugene, Patriots.
Give me Hunter.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better than the next choice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. The second and last team from this division, the Jets.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson.
Yep.
That worked out well. Chat, who you taking?
Do it,
Gotta
Chad.
be Brees, right?
Yeah.
Gotta be Brees.
Yeah.
Brees, yeah. Okay.
Breeze.
Breeze.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Last one. The Texans chat.
Ooh.
Ooh. Damn, you can't even like steal the good wide receiver because there's 3 of them.
That's so tricky. Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck which one you take, too.
Who you taking, chat?
I like Tank Dell.
I'm with
I
Prendy.
think Nico's the one. Yeah.
Cam Akers.
Don't give me Nico.
Nico.
Tank Flex, Nico. Hall. Oh, no, that's the previous one.
I'd lean
You got 2 Nicos.
Tank. Ooh.
2
Maybe.
Tanks.
Nico?
Nico. No Diggs love whatsoever.
Yeah. Those 2 for sure.
All right. Nico
Fuck
Collins.
Diggs. I think it's Nico. It's close, though.
Good choice.
Okay, there we go.
Nico, yeah.
All right, Eugene.
I'll take Tank.
Tank. Wow, Diggs got left out completely. Wild. Lost on the way to work. Yeah. He may not even be a fucking Texan by the end of the year. Who knows? All right. Who's winning? I think this is going to be, I think this one's close.
This one is tough.
This is a toss up.
God,
Big toss up.
Toss up.
Josh Allen at QB is maybe what tips it for me, though.
Probably.
Yeah,
That could be the
it's
tipping point.
It's pretty good, too.
Is there any way to find out week 1 projections for fantasy yet or no?
I don't know. Probably.
That'd be cool.
Good
just to
question.
see the projected kind of.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This one's very close, though. Well done by you. Drafting chat. Also, good job. It's nice having the extra flex spot, too. A little bit more cheeky. All right. Last one. We're going to do it one more time. So, chat, you guys decide who do you want to go against? We obviously have Shag, Sook, Betsky, or myself. So let us know who you guys want to go against for the last one, and then we will play one more quick game before we leave. We're almost out. We're almost going to get out of here, but Sundays are fun. Chat, who do you want to play? Or nobody. We can just play the other game and get out of here.
Well, yeah, I
Chat,
have the
you
other
get-
game ready too. If you guys want to play that.
Just go ahead and do that. They're not answering right now.
Abilities? Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Eugene. I'm gonna say 9 players, one at a time. You got to fill them into a slot, and your goal is to give everybody an advantageous position, so all 9 players kind of get better. Okay. All right, first one up, Devin Hester. Jerry Rice's hands on Devin Hester would have been filthy.
I kind of want LeBron James longevity, though.
Oh,
He still played a while, I think. I mean, dude, if we had like someone's route running ability, that was where he struggled, was his route running.
Right.
I'm down for his hands if you guys want, but we might get somebody that's just fast as fuck that can't catch the ball, like Kadarius Toney or something that we could put there.
3 inches taller. Is he kind of short?
Hester was kind of on the smaller side.
Yeah, he was
Mhm.
smart, dude.
Betsky?
I would go with the height. Or the
Height.
3 inches taller. Yeah.
Come on,
I'm
man.
down.
Right?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was a smaller
He-
guy.
Turn into fucking Megatron if that happens.
Yeah.
Let's make it
Brady's-
taller.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to make good routes. All right, Hester.
All right, Cooper Cup.
No injuries for 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I agree.
I mean,
For my mind.
we
I mean, even one more prime year is good.
true, yeah. But I think just
Yeah.
taking the injuries away.
Yeah, I agree.
Cooper healthy
Okay.
for 5 years. All right, Odell Beckham Jr.
That would have been a good one too.
I mean, that would be what if Brady was this QB
Nasty work.
or LeBron's
Or LeBron's longevity.
Yeah, either of those.
And
two.
if OBJ was still just tearing it up.
You guys down to do longevity, Eugene?
Yeah, it's either that or one more prime year, but I think longevity fits the bill here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too longevity.
Where's the psychologist option? Fair. That's for Antonio. That's for Antonio Brown. Does that one exist?
All right,
Or
next one up, the guy who's never had a quarterback, DJ Moore.
Yeah.
did all right last year.
Yeah. With who was throwing to him? Oh, Fields.
Fields. I mean, Brady as their QB would be nasty.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Their QB.
I think so.
Going there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ Moore. All right, next one up. Devontae Adams.
Interesting.
That
Yeah.
would have been fun for Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we kind of saw that with Aaron Rodgers, you know, like
True, yeah.
Right.
like DJ Moore has literally not had a
One more
Yeah.
time.
I mean, the speed of Randy Moss, because Devontae is fast, but if he was Randy Moss fast, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I think that's kind of what I would lean on. He's got great hands already, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's a stronger bully of a receiver, so
I think the speed.
and technically, like, I mean, when he gets traded to the Jets, he will have another prime year.
Facts. 100%. Good. If you like Devontae Adams props, if
Yeah,
you take a future prop on a guy
his
and he
speed
changes
up.
teams, does that change does it void the prop?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
It shouldn't.
Okay.
You're wrong, but
I don't know why.
I have to look up the rules on that because if you like Devontae Adams, if you think he does go to the Jets, then take his props now because if he does, they're going to get nerfed.
He's got AOC thrown to him. He's fine.
You're just fine. Every time you say that, dude, I imagine AOC fucking trying to throw a football, and it's very funny in my mind.
Devontae with the
all right.
speed then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. DK Metcalf.
Let's make him
Sure.
stronger.
Dude, James,
Yeah,
him-
let's move
and James
Hester over
Harrison's-
somewhere and let's make him taller.
James Harrison.
Let's turn him into like 7'3". I don't remember.
I mean, I think him with James Harrison, but think like getting fucking Wes Welker or something with James Harrison's strength, like that would be just ridiculous.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but give Wes Welker the stiff arm.
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say the hands, right?
Yeah, I think the hands makes the most sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
He's 6'4", so 6'7" DK would have been insane.
It's basically LeBron playing football.
All right. Antonio Brown.
Oh,
There it is.
we didn't get
One more prime year.
One more prime year, yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Before the
Both,
C-
both on
before the
and
C-
off field.
before the CTE
I want-
took over.
I want
Two
to
Hall of Fame performances.
crazy that yeah, just saying the most ludicrous stuff, but also just dominating would be insane. Quitting on teams and then like picking it up and being the next team's best receiver, like plays for half the league in one season.
Tyreek Hill did a blind rankings of wide receivers, and he put AB at number 1, and I questioned a lot of things, but whatever.
Okay. We got Marshawn Lynch's stiff arm left and James Harrison's strength. And we got two little guys. So I'll let you guys decide where these
Nice.
two guys are going. You got Stephon Diggs and T Hill. Where are you putting each of them?
Who's T Hill?
Tyreek Hill.
Oh, Tyreek. Okay. I think Reek with James Harrison's strength would just be disgusting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just knock
And I mean,
people over.
give Stephon Diggs,
I think give
You
Yeah,
know,
he can get this
Beast Quake. yeah, whatever. He'll be fine. I'm not bad. Not bad, guys.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
think this was all right.
Solid.
All right. Not bad.
Who improves the most?
Who improves the most?
I think DJ Moore.
More,
Probably.
yeah.
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 Or OBJ longevity though. You
Oh,
know, yeah, he would be like
Top
Probably
5
top.
all time, maybe.
yeah.
Let's go.
Definitely one of those two. Although Tyreek Hill with pushing sleds like fucking James Harrison would just be
Did you guys see
Wild.
that video of
Just running
they just
through
had
people.
James Harrison walking around Steelers practice and he's just wearing a black t-shirt. He's not
Mhm.
doing anything.
He's
He's
just
just
staring at
mean
people.
mugging everyone.
Yeah. Absolutely wild. I have a fun idea, and then we're going to get out of here. I want to do one more fantasy rankings, and I want to do with us on the screen. So, chat, you sold the bag. You're not playing this time. We're going 2-on-2. So the two of us versus 2 of us. Look, do you want to pick the teams, or do you want me to pick the teams?
Doesn't matter. I can find a team generator.
All right,
You wanna
I'm
play?
going to play. So the two of us versus the other 2. I'll go with Eugene. So we got Betsky and Shags versus me and Eugene. Last one, and then we'll get out of here. Appreciate you guys stopping by today. Hope you have a kick-ass rest of your Sunday. Enjoying the AFC East chat we had. As I said, drop it down low, or Ma Martinez can pick the teams. There we go.
Ma, you pick. I'm down for that.
All right, Ma, you're picking the teams in the chat. Sook, you can hop on the. Oh, okay. SPJ and Shaggy, and then Betsky. All right, we'll do what Ma Martinez is saying. This is Ma Martinez's game, and we're just playing it. So me and Shags versus Eugene, Betsky, and Sook. There we go. All right. Drop it down low, Ma Martinez. Give us our first team. Oh, we need to find who's going first. Rigged coin. Where is it?
Rigged coin. Come on. It's a rig.
We gotta go
Shags,
tails.
you guys want tails?
Yeah.
All right. Shags for heads.
I'm making
Tails.
boom.
There you go.
There you go. Betsky, Eugene, and Sook first. But can you mind bringing up the list?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all right. 9 teams, Ma. First up, who we got? Shags, I think we'd actually be pretty good as a team in fantasy, no lie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We would dominate.
No doubt about it.
Ma, we need
Ma?
a team.
There we go.
Falcon.
All right. Falcons, guys.
I feel like Bijan, right?
Yeah.
There's a very slim chance you get a better running back.
No. I think we just do the comfy, easy pick.
Yeah.
All right, Shags. Do you want to do London or do you want to take a risk on Pitts?
Nah, fuck Pitts.
We could do Kirk, but they're picking our
Let's do
London.
Yeah.
One of our flex or wide receiver.
Yeah, let's go flex. Flex 1, why not?
Okay. All right. So now we're picking. Ma, who you got next? I know. Pick the one guy having delayed issues, but it's okay. We're waiting. It's all fine. The Bengals. Ooh, we haven't done the Bengals yet. Chase?
We're in a good spot, boys.
Yeah, Chase. Wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Then do we do Burrow?
What do you think, Eugene? Burrow?
I was going to say, I just saw Ma's last message. If he wants me to pick the winner, I'll happily just step back and you guys can finish it off since I already did one.
Oh, okay.
Up to
That's
you.
fine. That works too. You can kind of just help a little bit, but you don't have to be the main decision maker.
Do you want Burrow then?
Bro, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey B. All right, not bad.
1998 frosted hair. Love it.
Shiesty.
Yeah.
Shiesty shady.
Cool.
All right, Ma Martinez, what you got next?
Chargers.
We're up, huh?
Yeah, you got
Yeah. That's us.
Would you guys be okay with defense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like Josh Palmer flex.
Or Lad McConkey? Go with the
Yeah.
rookie. That's a flex.
I'm down with that.
Or do you or defense with Harbaugh?
Eugene, defense? I'm down with it.
Yeah.
All right. Shag, do you want to go Herbert?
Yeah, I think we got to.
I think we have to, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't hate that, to be fair.
I love our QB versus yours though.
Yeah. All right. All right, Ma, who you got for us next?
Who you guys got there?
This is fun doing it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Commanders.
Scary Terry.
I think we got to go Scary Terry, right,
Oh
Jax?
crap! I forgot we're not up.
Yeah, I gotta take Scary Terry.
Wide receiver 2. Let's leave our other flex open just in case.
Yeah, Scary Terry. Wide receiver 2.
Jaden Daniels looked pretty good in his opener. I mean, it's preseason, but he looked all right.
Do Do we do like Ertz and flex? Like what do we do here?
Yeah, I was thinking, do we wait on another tight end or just lock in Ertz?
Yeah.
Ertz isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
And
So-
like that means that we're potentially going to be able to get tons of awesome guys in the rest of our skill positions, right? We just take
Yeah.
whichever's the best receiver running back for the teams now, and
Yeah.
just kind of have like a mediocre tight end.
Down.
Cool. Otherwise, it's like Brian Robinson. We would have the Robinsons
Yeah.
for our running backs.
Oh, God, thank me, please,
I-
Mrs. Robinson.
I do think CMC's little brother, Luke McCaffrey, will have a sneaky season too, though.
For sure.
It's risky.
Yeah, no, not for here, just
Yeah,
in general.
Mhm. The flyer.
Yeah, I liked your pitch on him last week.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Juan
well,
Martinez. Eckler is in Washington. Yep.
He is, yeah.
Yeah,
he is.
but
He's going to be good too.
Rams.
Rams.
Cup or Puka or Tyron Williams.
Kyron, yeah.
I like Puka. Eugene?
I'm kind of on Puka as well.
Puka too?
Nakua. Yeah.
Okay. Shags, you want to go cut? Or do we want to take Williams, knock out an RB spot?
I was gonna say I kind of want to go Williams, knock out an RB spot.
Tough choice, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, I think
I'm down Williams.
I like Williams
Defense would be good here too.
with what we've got.
Let's go Kyron. He's probably going to score a lot of touchdowns again if he stays healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Till Corum takes them all.
Yeah.
I mean, Kupp could be a top 5 receiver in the league again this year, and we look like bozos, but whatever. It's a fake team.
We'll see.
Find out.
We'll
Our
be-
wide receiver.
We'll be pulling
wide
this
rec-
up in January.
Yeah, I'd be like, God. Our wide receiver room would be ridiculous, though, Shags. Chase,
Oh,
McLaurin,
right.
London, and Kupp. Holy. All right, Ma, who you got?
Next up, so this is us first too.
Yeah.
Ah,
Mama.
Mama.
mommy.
Mama.
It's like
Mommy.
that Family Guy skit.
Mummy.
Yeah.
Mum. Mummy. Mum.
Mommy. Mamu.
Mummy.
Mama. Mommy.
God damn it, Ma.
Come on, Ma. There we go.
Cowgirls.
Okay.
Lois.
CD.
Oh.
Nasty.
Oh my God. And your flex?
We're taking CD flex too.
That is gross.
Yeah. Glad we didn't take Kupp.
Yeah, right.
Dang.
Dang.
Brandon Cooks.
I'm not opposed to Brandon Cooks in a flex spot.
Or Turd Ferguson.
Ferguson, yeah.
What do you think, Eugene?
Yeah. That's a tough one. Cooks,
No love
I
for Zeke.
guess. Flex.
No love for Zeke, eh?
Nah, I'm just hoping we're getting a better.
We
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
could have taken their defense, but I just didn't want to give you guys CD.
No, we needed to take CD, dude. 100%.
I mean, they were kind of the same. Cooks versus Ferguson, right?
Your call.
And our flex too.
Yeah.
I don't feel strongly either way.
I don't either.
Let's see.
Let's do Cooks, so when CD gets hurt, he gets to be the number 1 receiver.
It's not a bad shout. All right, Ma, who you got next?
Big brand play.
That was a big brand play. The old hand, drafting the handcuff. The Seahawks.
Jeez. Kenneth Walker the third or DK?
DK?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think DK is wide receiver 1, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe we get really lucky here.
We're hoping.
Shax, who's the starting tight end for the Seahawks?
Noah Fant.
Oh, Fant. We got to take Kenneth Walker then, right?
I think we got to take Kenneth Walker. Yeah.
Their defense is buns. and they're not going to be better this year. We're going to hope that our wide receivers carry our team.
Yeah, right. Be a very pass-heavy offense.
It's okay. Williams they both could score some touchdowns. All right, Mo, who you got next? Last two.
These guys are pretty stuck here. Tight end and defense.
Yeah, we really are.
Yeah. Give us some good ones, Ma. Good high offensive upside.
No.
Just the bottom of the barrel.
Niners. Come on, baby.
Cardinals.
Hey,
Ooh.
McBride? McBride, baby.
Yeah.
McBride. I don't even care who our defense is at this point.
Yeah.
Do we go Marv?
Oh, or Connor.
I'd rather have Marv.
Let's
I
go.
think I'm Marv too.
Ultimate upside.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right, Ma.
All right, round us out.
With no running backs.
49ers. Let's go.
Yeah,
The
come on.
Ravens. Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll take Pacheco.
Chiefs D solid. I'm okay with that. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
All right. Chat, who's winning? Jack's wiping the floor with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mopping.
That aerial attack. Come on.
McBride, too. Sheesh. It might be fairly close. I mean, you guys got, obviously, Bijan, who could have a breakout season. Puka.
Yeah,
But-
here's CD Chase. It's pretty tough.
McLaurin. Yeah. McBride.
Joey's going to
yeah.
unlock DK. Let's just be real about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we're going to take the cake on that one.
yeah.
Damn.
Good stuff. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by today, guys, for the Gridiron Gang. We appreciate you being here on the Betting News Network. Big thanks to our special guest, BetAlytics, today. As always, get involved with BetAlytics. Super stoked to see all the different stuff you guys are going to have for the football season as well on BetAlytics.com. You guys can get 30% off your subscription as always by using our promo code BNews. We'll have them back with us weekly for talking basketball, talking NHL, and obviously talking football. Also, I saw that you guys have soccer that you're going to have on the platform, starting with the EPL soon, and you're going to have college football as well, which is fucking electric. So big stuff happening at BetAlytics. Eugene, thanks for taking some time. I know it was a longer show today. But you stayed for the whole time, baby. So you didn't have to leave, which is awesome.
Yeah, all good, boys. Thanks for having me. Lots cooking up on the website right now, so stay tuned for sure and enjoy this beautiful Sunday.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. As I said, guys, get involved with BetAlytics. You get the promo code BNews. It's just like paying for Netflix or a little bit less, and you can get total coverage on all the sports to help you bet a little better. So listen to us, use BetAlytics, win your bets. That's the three combos right there. Go follow the amigos, go follow Shaq, go follow Sook, go follow Betsky, go follow myself. That's Sweatpants Jesus. We will catch you guys tomorrow for Bet Espresso. We'll be back next week on Gridiron Gang talking probably about, I don't know, which division. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. Guys, you got any final words for the kids before we get out of here?
Nope.
Happy Sunday.
Good day, people.
Sunday
New
fun
week.
day, yeah.
Let's get it.
Sunday fun day, baby. Let me get this banner out of the way. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Go check out bettingnews.com as always for all your sports betting info on the free and on the regular. We appreciate you guys. You came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the down in the
Now I know we all be loving this shit
what
right
you know
here.
about rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about